Hey y'all, welcome or welcome back to my channel, The Budgeting Biologist. My name is Brittany. If you're new here, thank you so much for stopping on my little old video. And if you're returning, thank you so much for coming back. Today, my video will be a budget with me for my Paycheck 2 of August 2022. So if you enjoy this type of content, please consider giving this video a like, commenting, and of course, subscribing to the channel. Go ahead and grab your budgeting materials and budget along with me. Let's hop into the video. So I'm gonna just hop straight in. So my income for this month is actually a little bit lower than what I calculated in my monthly budget. I think I said my income was gonna be around $5,000 and it's actually closer. I think my first paycheck was $2,428.38. So that's what I'm gonna estimate my second paycheck is going to be. And that is because basically I changed the amount of money that I'm putting away to my 401k contribution. So that's what's changed. I'm not going to be adding anything substantial to my buffer because it's already pretty good. My buffer hovers between $1,000 to $1,500, so that's plenty to me. But I will go ahead and leave that 38 cents in my buffer. And I do want to mention I am a zero-based budgeter, meaning that every single dollar that I make has a purpose. So for our starting income, we are starting off with a total of $2,438. So how have you guys been doing recently? Heading into the fall, are your kids headed back to school? I will be teaching again this fall. I just got my schedule, so I teach at my local community college on the side, so I'm excited for that. But let me know how you guys are feeling going into the fall, you know, your finances, all that good stuff. All right, so I always like to pay myself first when I budget. And this is, of course, you know, sound financial advice we hear all the time. And really, any amount of money that you're able to save is better than nothing. So for my second paycheck of August, I'm gonna be setting aside $500 just for my personal savings. This includes my emergency and my 3 to 6 month expenses. I try to put $1,000 a month into that account. House will also be getting $500, which is for a future down payment. And then in addition to my 401k, I do have a Roth IRA and a traditional IRA, and I am maxing out my Roth IRA this year, which means it gets $500 a month. And so for this paycheck, it only needs to get $250. So in addition to just these savings here that are all in various bank accounts, or you know, brokerage, things like that, I also do have a couple of saving challenges that I put money into every month. And the first is going to be my $1,000 savings challenge, and that is going to be getting $10. Next is going to be emergency, and this is just cash emergency that I keep on hand for anything that comes up, a tow. I had friends over a couple weeks ago and I didn't have, you know, money to pay for the food or whatever that we got, so I paid her out of that, things like that. So for my cash emergency, that's gonna be getting $10. Investing is going to also be getting $10. I just emptied out this envelope. I had like $240 or something in there, and I invested that into Robinhood, using Robinhood into various like stocks and, you know, things like that. And then last is zero out, and zero out I think I'm gonna leave for the end to see how much money I have left over after everything else. So next we're gonna hop into my fixed expenses. I've been struggling honestly to get a month ahead. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm gonna just have like a separate envelope, and I'm gonna just start putting money into that envelope so eventually that I get to a full month ahead. And so for me, a month ahead on my bills, I think it's going to be $1,300 total. That's gonna be my rent, my half of our rent, water, electric, Wi-Fi, just our miscellaneous money, and then what else? I think that's it. Oh, and groceries. So my partner and I have like a joint bank account if you're new to the channel, and we put, you know, $1,300 in it every month to basically cover all those expenses. And then for September, I'm also going to have a new envelope because we did get a dog. But for right now, I don't think we need anything for him. He's pretty good with the stuff that we have already. So I probably won't need to start putting anything away from him until September. So I'm going to wait for that until my September paycheck. But what I am going to do is I'm going to put aside half the amount of money for my rent, my water, my electricity, and my Wi-Fi. So my half of the rent is, so we pay $1,840 total for rent. If I divide that by 2, that's $920. And then if I divide that by 2 again, it's $460. So I'm going to take $460 from this paycheck. For water, we still have no idea how much our water bill is going to be, but we've been putting away $100 total each month for it. So my half is $50, and that means for this paycheck, I'm going to be putting half of the $50, which is $25. And that is the same for electricity too. We have gotten our first electricity bill. It was only $78 and we budgeted for $100. So, you know, we have a little bit more, but you know, I like to over budget, especially for utilities and fixed expenses. That way, because they're on auto pay, I always want to make sure I have enough money in the account to cover whatever the cost is. So anyway, I'm going to be estimating that for electricity in September, in total, I'm gonna need to set aside $50. And with this paycheck, I'm gonna be putting $25 towards that. And then lastly is Wi-Fi. Our first Wi-Fi bill in this apartment was $112. So if I do 112 divided by 2, that's 56. But I think we decided to keep it at, you know, $60 a piece or $120 total, because y'all know how these companies be doing. There just be random fees, you know, popping up all the time. So I'd rather have a little bit more money. So half of 120 is 60, and then half of 60 is 30. So I'm going to be putting away $30 towards my September Wi-Fi bill. So if we add all this up, 460 plus 25 plus 25 plus 30, that leaves us with $540. But let's add it one more time. 460 plus 50 plus 30. Yep, $540 should be covering the first half of our September expenses. And like I said, I'm just gonna go ahead and get a envelope so I can get a month ahead is my goal. And I just realized I did not total up how much I'm putting towards my actual savings account. So that would be 500 plus 500 plus 250. And that's 1,250 for this portion. And if we add in the $30 from my savings challenges, that means we're saving so far, we need to set aside $1,280. So let's go ahead and see what leftover we have to work with. So we started off with an income of $2,438. And from that, we subtract 1,280. That leaves 1,153, 1,158. And then if we do 1,158 minus, I think this was 540 for my fixed expenses towards September was 540. So if we do 1,158 minus 540, that leaves us with 618 left over. And I don't know guys, I just need to get a couple things off my chest recently. I feel like I am not ready to go in to teach this fall. The only reason I'm honestly doing it is because Like there's just a teacher shortage everywhere. And this goes from, you know, like K through 12 all the way up into like the collegiate level where I teach. And like my institution like practically begged me to teach this fall. And I was gonna say no because like things with my new job are getting really stressful and picking up. But like I also felt like, you know, the institution that I teach at, they have been so flexible with me and basically letting me teach whatever class that I wanted. And, you know, they gave me a little bit of a raise too. And I don't know, I just felt really bad turning them down, and I'm like regretting it now. So I don't know how this is gonna work out in the fall. I'm already starting to get stressed about it, and it's, you know, school doesn't start for like another 2 weeks, but whatever. Let's keep going in this budget with me. All right, so far we have $618 left over that we can distribute amongst our sinking funds. And the first is going to be electronics. And I think for electronics, I'm going to be giving it, let's go with $25 for electronics. And like I said, these values are probably going to be a little bit different than what I planned on in my monthly budget, because what I got paid after changing my 401 contributions was a little bit different. Brittany, I'm going to be giving $30. Vacation, I am going to be giving $100. Yes, I am finally going on vacation in September. We decided to wait until after Labor Day because prices were a little bit cheaper for like the hotel and things like that. We're going to the beach. Oh, y'all, I don't think y'all understand how much I need this vacation. I'm sure some of you guys understand or just came back for vacation. If you did, I hope it went well. And if you need one like me, I'm putting it out in the universe that we're all going to be able to get a little vacation soon. Car maintenance, I'm only going to be giving $10. Christmas, like, I don't even know. Like, I feel like the year is just going by like in a flash. Like every time I blink, it's a brand new month. And before we know it, Christmas is going to be here. So for Christmas, I have been bumping up the amount of money that I'm putting in my envelope. And I only have a goal of $400. And I'm going to put 40 for right now. Sorry, not $400, $300. I have a goal of $300 in my envelope for Christmas. Clothes, I'm going to be giving $40. And I also want to rant about this a little bit too. So for those of you that work at home and then have like an office somewhere, like how is it working out? My job is like trying to pressure everyone to come back in the fall when there's really no need. For what my job is, I don't need to be sitting in an office somewhere. So I have no idea why they're so pressed for us to come back. Like we've all been working just fine without it. The only thing that I can think of is that like, since I do work, you know, for the government, they're paying a lease on the building that we're in, and they're losing money on that. So I think that's the only reason why they want us to come back, but I can't, you know, I can't really think of anything else. And like my direct supervisor keeps going back and forth, and I'm like, y'all need to let me know, because you know, I am going back into the office. I need to actually buy office clothes. I used to work like in a research lab, so I don't have office clothes like at all. Like I have a couple of dresses and like a nice pair of slacks, but other than that, you know, I need to get office clothes, and like no one will give us a concrete answer, and it's just so frustrating. And I also feel really bad with some of the parents that I work with, because, you know, working from home has really been a saving grace for them. And I just can't imagine, you know, the chaos that's going to come from this fall with all of us being back in the office. But this is going to be a very chatty budget with me. I just have a lot to get off my chest, a lot of frustrations about, you know, the next kind of season that we're going into that I need to get off my chest. But anyways, gifts, I'm going to be doing, let's do $30 for gifts. YouTube, I just had my first giveaway, so shout out to the winner that was announced on my last video. And for YouTube, I'm going to be setting aside $20 for YouTube. shop small will be getting $20 as well. Future, I still have no idea what this money is going to be going towards so far, but I'm gonna keep it at $100, which is, you know, what I've been doing since basically I started this channel. Like, my future envelope is essentially why I started this channel. But so yeah, I'm gonna keep it at $100. And then lastly is medical, and medical is going to be getting, let's give medical $30. And I just realized I forgot a category, and that is my car insurance. So let me go ahead and put car insurance. And that is going to be getting its usual $88. I think my premium is due sometime in August or September. And I just pay the full 6-month premium, you know, every 6 months. So, but let's go ahead and add this up, and I'll be right back. So when I add all of that up, we are left with a total of $533. So now we're gonna do 618 minus 533. So if we do 618 minus 533, that leaves me with $85. All right, so since we have a decent amount of money left over, I'm gonna put a little bit more into my savings challenges. So in my $1,000 savings challenge, which is the one I wanna finish the most quickly, instead of putting 10, we're gonna add on an additional, let's do additional 30 for my $1,000 savings challenge. That leaves us with 55. And then I think I'm gonna do an additional 10 in emergency. 45. And then an additional 30 in investing. So that will leave me with $15 to put in my 0 out challenge. Ooh, my stomach is growling. I have not, like, guys, I just been so stressed out recently. I haven't been eating properly. Like, I lost weight. Like, just, like, lots going on right now in my life. But we're trying to get it together. So we have 30 plus 15 plus 10 plus 10 plus 30. That's 95. So I screwed up somewhere. So we have 30 plus 15 plus 10 plus 30. 85. Add it one more time. 30 plus 15 plus 10 plus 30. All right, so I didn't screw up. It is $85. And that will complete our zero-based budget. Whew, okay. So anyways, that's gonna go ahead and end this video. You know, like I said, this was a chatty one. I just had a lot of things that I wanted to get off my chest. I'm just frustrated with just so many things that are out of my control. And I know, you know, some of y'all feel the exact same way. So go ahead and vent in the comments. We can all vent together. I would love to hear what you have to say. But anyways, thank you so much for watching this video. If you did enjoy, again, please consider liking, commenting, of course, subscribing. I will be doing another giveaway once we hit 600 subscribers. And with that, I will see y'all next time. Bye.